What is up, everybody? This is Majin Grimlock here, and today this is a little bit new for me. I'm gonna be doing my very first tier list, and it's gonna be on the Data Live Spirits. Now, this is just my personal ranking on how much I like each of them as a character, and like I said, this is gonna be a new video for me, so we'll just see how this turns out. First, we're gonna start with Toca, our main girl. I like her. I love how she just always so curious, learning about the world. Since she's, well, possibly the youngest spirit. Never really confirmed it. But I think I'll rank Toca at A. When she's always so helpful, always trying to learn new stuff. And we have Inverse Toca, or Tenka, as some people know. Now, at first, when Inverse Toca showed up, I wasn't really a fan of her. I thought they just so obviously made an evil Toca. I wasn't too big a fan of that. It just felt so unnatural. But then when they brought her back in season 4, she felt like she had her own character. She was pretty cool and funny to me. So she kind of made up for that to me when she came back. I think I'll rank her. Try not to put everybody at A. I think I'll rank her at a higher A. Like I said, I wasn't too fond of her at first, but eventually she started to grow on me. Next is Miku. Now, Miku is a character I feel like a lot of people didn't like her at first because she seemed so hateful for no reason. But then we ended up learning why. And yeah, that was pretty sad. But after she was sealed, she basically became a whole new character. Like, sometimes I see Miku post season 2 and look back at her from season 2, I can't even tell that that's the same character. I think I put her at B. Next we have the Yamai twins. We're going to start with Kaguya. I always like her. She's pretty fun. And she likes playing the arcade, playing video games and stuff. And also, I noticed that the clothes that she always wears, her casual clothes, is always a mixture of black and red and white. Those are literally my favorite combination of colors ever. So she gets extra points for me. So I'll put her... I think I'll put her in between the Tocas for now. About right there. Next up is Yuzuru. At first, she was already my favorite of the twins. But then I started to appreciate Kaguya a little bit more. But that doesn't mean I've stopped liking Yuzuru at all. I love how cool she is. And then her voice kind of reminds me of Soundwave from Transformers, the way she talks. I've also noticed that she's also kind of, even though she's calmer, she's also the more violent of the twins. You keep on watching the show and reading, and you see some of the stuff that she says. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about. Yuzuru, she's right up there with her sister. I really can't say I like either one of them more now. Next is Natsumi. Let me go ahead and just, yeah. Natsumi may very well be my favorite character in the whole series. I just love the way her character, how she was so not confident in herself, but we end up finding out later on in the light novels, not spoiling too much, but in the encores, she is good at everything she does. She always has some of the more interesting side stories in the encores. I always love reading about her and her adventures. How she literally believes she's not good at something for whatever reason, and then turns out she is a master at it without even trying. I just always liked her. And then she has 2 forms, so yeah, that's a bonus. So yeah, Natsumi S rank for me easily. Next up is Mukuro. She's the newest spirit we met in season 4, and I come to like her. She kind of reminds me of Toca. She is still learning new things about the world that she didn't get a chance to experience because she had her family basically abandoned her. Then she had spent the rest of her life in space. Mukuro, I think I'll put her. I think I'll put her at B, maybe a little above Miku. One thing I don't like is how in the anime they took away her pattern of speech. Cause you read her lines in the light novel, she always speaking in old biblical language, like thou art, all that stuff. It's hard to try and talk like that, but she did it all the time on there. I was really expecting that in the anime, but they took it away. So, oh well. Next is Yoshino. One thing I noticed that a lot of people don't mention is she gets a rep for being very sensitive, I guess. especially when she doesn't have Yoshino. But I noticed as long as she has Yoshino with her, Yoshino is like probably the most chill spirit. Like nothing really bothers her. Things that bother other spirits like Toca, Yoshino just chill. Like she'll usually talk through Yoshino and make jokes out of everything. I just always find that so fun. That's why she's like the perfect spirit for Natsumi that she can hang out with and hide behind. Cause as long as Yoshino has Yoshino in her hand, she just doesn't care. I think I put her at A. Will I put her above Toca? Yes, for now at least. Next up is Kotori. Kotori also is. Yeah, I think I've pretty much solidified, even on my channel, that these are my two favorite, Natsumi and Kotori. Now Kotori, I would say I'm not a big fan of the tsundere type when it comes to anime. They can get old pretty quick, even when Kotori does it. But what I do like about Kotori, when she's in her commander mode, I love just how strong and just how putting up with no BS. Even when she wants to break down and cry, she won't do it because she knows she has to be strong for everybody else. And also her spirit form. When I saw Kotori when we first saw Kotori as a spirit, that is the episode that really made me a fan of Date Alive. S rank once again. Okay. Next up, everyone's favorite girl, Kurumi. I do believe she is probably the best written spirit, even though author gives her a lot of love, a lot of time to shine. A lot of times she gets to come in and save the day. That's amazing. Also, the way I end up reading more of her in the light novel, and I've seen the things she did, and then we've seen it again on season 4. So, Kurumi, yeah, like I said, I understand why everyone loves her. I get it. But I'm going to put her, let's see. I'll put her around about here. Like I said, I see why everyone else loves her. She was never my favorite. Yeah, I know I'm probably going to get some hate for that one, but yeah, Kurumi, she's right around here in the middle for me. Next up is Nia. Okay, I see my picture still kind of cut out. Thought I fixed it. Anyway, Nia, she was the second to last spirit we met, and the second spirit overall that was made. And I like her. I hate that her powers got taken away, but she still. I feel like Nia brought in that comedic relief. I feel like Nia succeeded in it. If it wasn't her, it was going to be Kaguya. But problem is they end up making her kind of everyone's punching bag sometimes. They're kind of sad. Like, she didn't deserve that. But I think I put Nia around here. Next up is Origami. Now, Origami to me had probably the biggest character arc out of everyone, in my opinion. Like the biggest character development is what I'm looking for. At first, in the first couple seasons, I hated Origami. I'm not gonna lie, I did. She was always in the way, always trying to kill the spirits. Eventually, come season 3 was in Tobiichi Angel. She ended up learning Wind Inverse. We met Moegami, and then Origami character, it just changed. Like, she still has the same attitude, but she's not as hateful as she was before. And she actually like probably their most useful spirit to have on their side when it comes to Ratatoskr. Very quick thinking and coming up with plans, even if Kotori is struggling. Origami earned my respect, and I think I'll put her around here. Yeah, she can still be pretty selfish when it comes to Shido, but I mean, understandable. I also like how even after she gets sealed, she's so cool with all the other spirits, but she just petty with Toca just because. Next up is, this is a false spirit that we made in season 4, but I decided to add her anyway. Nabucco, I think that's how you pronounce it. That's pretty funny to me. It's so many in A. I think I'll put her about here. I may not rearrange it if not get finished. We'll see. No what? Nah, I'm gonna put her up here. Do I want to put her above? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'll leave her right here. Okay, next up is Mayuri. She was from the movie Mayuri Judgment, and Remember, her whole existence was basically judging Shido and making sure that all the spirits, their hearts were stable. Make sure he was treating them right. And I also like reading a lot of the light novels where Shido just taking her around town, just experiencing the world. Still, we don't get to see too much of her. Either way, I think I put her about here, I'll say. Maybe we got to see a little bit more of her though. Next up is Rine. Rine, she was basically just a spirit who disguised herself as Shido's lifelong friend, and I think she trapped everyone in the world where they just knew her, so she just existed, and everyone just accepted it. So just perfect, like she purposely modeled herself to be the perfect friend and or wife if she don't chose it. So I think I put her, I want to say up here. I think I'm being a little too lenient. A lot of people are in A. I might have to start moving something around because we don't get to see her do too much. I put her in a. I'll keep her there. Next is Rio. Apparently this is Renee's daughter, but I don't know too much about her, so I'm gonna put her in the don't know. And next up is Marina. She was from the what's her name? Maria Install. I think I said that right. I know between these two, I think she was the evil version, but Maria is the good version. I think I put Marina. I kind of like her. She seemed to be the cool one between her and her sister. I think I put her around. I say about here, right next to Libico, who was pretty much based on her. Then we have Maria. She was a good version, and I wasn't too big a fan of Maria from, like I said, what I have seen. I put her around B. Now, like I said, I thought Marina was the cooler of the two sisters. And last up is Ren. I think she's from the game Ren Dystopia. I don't think that one's been released in English yet, so I don't know anything about that one. So she's gonna have to come down here on the don't know. See, when I move anything around, Natsumi and Kotori are definitely gonna be S rank. I can never decide who I like the most. Like Kotori, like when I like Kotori, she just my favorite character in her commander mode and as a spirit. She just my favorite. Only thing that gets me when she's a tsundere at times, that gets pretty annoying with any tsundere character for me. And Natsumi overall is my favorite character in general. Like everything Natsumi does, any story about Natsumi is gold to me. No particular order for these two, just both of them S. Like I said, inverse Toca, I ended up liking her a lot more later on compared to her first appearance, as well as Origami. Origami, she really made up for a lot of the things she did that got on my nerves in the beginning. And Yoshino's character, at first I probably would have put her around B, but like over time I started to like her a little bit more. Yeah, I think this will be it right here. Like I said, over time I may end up changing my mind later, but for now, this is my tier list. So let me know what you guys think. I know everyone probably have different opinions, so you let me know in the comment section. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.